Another condition that I see multiple times per week is plantar fasciitis. So where we have an irritation or an injury to the bottom of the foot. And a lot of my patients have already been evaluated by a podiatrist. They've been put in very expensive orthotics and they don't get a lot of relief. The reason being is a lot of time as though you're feeling the pain in the bottom of the foot, it has nothing to do with the bottom of the foot. It has everything to do with the lower leg musculature as well as pelvic alignment. In my other videos, you've heard me talk about how it's so important to keep those sacroiliac joints aligned. So when we're walking, we're coming down properly and we're not having that inversion ankle sprain, which, as with my ankle stability video, we talk about as repetitive action, but we're also tearing that plantar fascia. That's step one. Step two really comes from when we address the lower leg musculature. Can I have you lay on your back for me? So even though she may be feeling the pain in the bottom of the foot, the typical plantar fasciitis, we have to keep in mind that the vast majority of muscles that control the foot, as well as the toes, all start up here in the lower leg. So when we're going to deal with plantar fasciitis, I will almost always start with that standard pelvis adjustment, correcting any SI joint dysfunction that we find. But then I'll come in here and I'll start working muscles such as the tibialis anterior, the peroneal muscles, the extensor digitorum, tibialis posterior. To most people, those main names will mean nothing, but they're muscles that control the bottom of the foot, but then are also very important ankle stability. So typically when we find somebody that has plantar fasciitis, they've also had repeat ankle problems, so we can fix multiple things at one time. But really, we have to stop chasing pain and start chasing the problem, knowing that the most effective way to fix this, again, is with active release technique, clearing out the scar tissue of the lower leg musculature. I always say rehabilitation and strengthening is great, but if we have damaged muscles, can we truly and effectively rehabilitate and strengthen those muscles if they're damaged? And the answer should be no. What we should be saying is, let's line everything up because a change in structure will produce a change in function. Let's rehabilitate those muscles utilizing massage or more specifically active release technique. Then we can move into your balance training and other advanced forms of rehabilitation. But keeping in mind that feeling it here means most of the time the problem is down here. So I would encourage patients that have plantar fasciitis to stop worrying about what's going on down here and start focusing on what's going on in these lower leg musculatures, which we can easily correct and fix with rehabilitation and active release technique.